prayer. Good morning again, everyone. Today we will be having our pre-bid conference for contract ID number 26FN001, 26FN002, 26FN003, 26FN004, and 26FN005. Before we start, may I request the back secretariat to conduct the attendance for confirmation of our quorum.
Hello. Good morning po. For today's attendees for pre-bid conference, for back members, Engineer Arman C. Ibarreta, back chairperson. Engineer Philip Salvadora, back vice chairperson. For regular back member, Engineer Joanna Marie Manaog, Miss Maria Corazon V. Bruca, Engineer Sheila Marie Piscino. For provisional back member, Engineer Nimbert Alvarez. For end user, Engineer Jeffrey A. Olodkite. For TWG head and members, Engineer Diana Rose I. Gonzalez, Miss Hasmin Erica A. Jacob, Engineer Jaylene V. Alba, Engineer Mark Anthony Bayos, Engineer Regan Remoroso, Engineer Balan Francis Villarreal, Engineer Cyrene Canyeso. For back secretariat and members, Engineer Elizabeth Oliares, Miss Dolores Bicasiao, Miss Maria Cleta Cope, Miguel Mencero Urstuli, and Engineer Poylan S. Herno. For observer, Mr. Romeo Pinacario. That's all po. Thank you.
Okay, as per the attendance, you are in quorum. So this pre-bid conference for the project 26FN 001 to 26FN 005 is now in order. For the project overview presentation, may I ask the TWG to read and discuss the contractual data.
The Department of Public Works and Highways, DPWH Camarines Sur District Engineering Office, Santa Teresita, Bao, Camarines Sur, through GAA 2026, intends to apply the sums tabulated below of being approved budget for the contract ABC for payments under contracts for each lot. Bids received in excess of the ABC shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. The DPWH Camarines Sur 5th DEO Santa Teresita, Bao, Camarines Sur, through Bids and Awards Committee, now invites you to bids for the hereunder works. Contract ID number 26FN0001 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Networks Developments Program, construction of missing links, new roads, Tabaco City, Malinao-Buhi-Iriga City Road, Station 38 plus 800 to Station 40 plus 300, Camarines Sur. Locations, Buhi, Camarines Sur. Scope of works, construction of gravel road. Approved budget for the contract, 80,075,700 pesos. Contract duration, 265 calendar days. Size range, medium A. Source of fund, GAA 2026. Cost of bidding documents, 50,000. Next, contract ID number 26002, 26FN002. Name of contract, Convergence and Special Support Program, CSSP, Sustainable Infrastructure Program Projects, Alleviation Gaps, SIPAG, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of NIA Service Road, Barangay San Juan, Barangay Santo Domingo, Iriga City, Camarines Sur. Station 4 plus 178.7 to Station 6 plus 218.8. Location, Iriga City, Camarines Sur. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 47,835,760 pesos. Contract duration, 145 calendar days. Size range, medium A. Source of fund, GAA 2026. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000. For contract ID number 26FN0003. Name of contract, 001, Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Bridge Program, Widening of Permanent Bridges, San Roque Bridge, B054900LC along Nabua-Bato-Libon, Tandaay, Buluang, Bato Road. Location, Bato, Camarines Sur. Scope of works, widening of bridge. Approved budget for the contract, 24,500,000. Contract duration, 168 calendar days. Size range, small b. Source of fund, GAA 2026. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000. For contract ID number 26FN0004. Name of contract, Convergence and Special Support Program, CSSP, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, access roads and or bridges from national roads leading to major strategic public buildings facilities. Construction of road, Barangay de la Fe to Barangay Salvacion, Buhi, Camarines Sur. Station 1 plus 449 to Station 2 plus 734. Location, Buhi, Camarines Sur. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 48,323,880. Contract duration, 142 calendar days. Size range, medium A. Source of fund, GAA 2026. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000. For contract ID number 26FN005, name of contract, Convergence and Special Support Program, CSSP, Basic Infrastructure Programs, BIP, access roads and bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic buildings, public buildings, facilities, construction of road, NIA Service Road, Barangay San Isidro to Barangay San Nicolas, Iriga City, Camarines Sur, Station 2 plus 233.7 to Station 4 plus 178.70. Locations, Iriga City, Camarines Sur. Scope of works, construction of concrete road. Approved budget for the contract, 48,323,880. Contract duration, 142 calendar days. Size range, medium A. Source of fund, GAA 2026. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000. Bidders shall have completed within 10 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids a contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidders is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2 ITB. Bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in IRR, otherwise known as the New Government Procurement Act and GPA. The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder, LCRB, who was determined as such as during the post-qualification. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorship, cooperatives, and partnership organizations with at least 60% interest of outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines. Interested bidders may obtain further information from DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Santa Teresita, Baao, Camarines Sur, and inspect the bidding documents as the address given below from the 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired interested bidders on February 27 to March 23, 2026 until 9 a.m. only. From the address below and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB, the amount is stated above. It may also download it free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or PhilGEPS and the website of the procuring entity, provided the bidder shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. The DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Camarines Sur, bid must be duly received by the Bids and Awards Committee, back or Secretariat through manual submission at the address indicated below, online electronic submission through Camarines Sur 5th at dpwh.gov.ph as indicated below on or before March 23, 2026 until 10 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bid must be accompanied by the bid security in any acceptable forms in the amounts stated at ITB Clause 16. Bid opening shall be on March 23, 2026, 10 a.m. at DPWH Camarines Sur 5th, DEO Santa Teresita, Baao, Camarines Sur, and or live streaming via YouTube channel. Bid will be opened in the presence of the bidder's representative who choose to attend the activity. In accordance with the Section 52.6 of RA 12009 IRR, the procuring entity can reassess the bidder's qualification of any stage of procurement process if there are reasonable grounds to believe that the misrepresentations must be made by the said bidder or there has been change of bidder's capability to undertake the project for the time it submitted its eligibility requirements. If any false information or charges affecting eligibility are found, the bidder shall be disqualified from obtaining an award or implementing the contract, as the case may be subject to the applicable rules under this IRR. The DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Camarines Sur, reserves the right to reject any and all bids declared failure of bidding or not award to the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with the Section 70 of RA 12009 without thereby incurring any liability to affected bidder or bidders. In addition, the bidders are advised to read and review the instruction to bidders, bid data sheets, and special condition of the contract in the bidding documents.
Okay, thank you. For the presentation of technical requirements, I ask the end user representative to cover the requirements of the contract including the minimum equipment requirement, key personnel requirement, construction methodology, quality standards, contract profile eligibility, and others. Okay.
For the special condition of contract for the contract ID number 26FN0001 to 26FN002 and 26FN004 to 26FN0005. In case of semi-permanent structures such as buildings of types 1, 2, and 3, as classified under the National Building Code of the Philippines, concrete or asphalt roads, concrete river control, drainage, irrigation line canals, river landing, deep wells, rock causeway, pedestrian overpass, and other similar semi-permanent structures is 5 years. For the special condition of contract for contract ID number 26FN0003, in case of other structures such as bailey and wooden bridges, shallow wells, spring developments, and other similar structures is 2 years. For contract ID number 26FN0001, the scope of works are construction of gravel road. The major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCG, roads construction gravel. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 1.50. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 80,075,700 pesos. Similar major categories of work are RCA, roads construction asphalt, RCP, roads construction PCCP, next RRA, roads rehabilitation asphalt, and last RRP, roads rehabilitation PCCP. For contract ID number 26FN0002, the scope of works are construction of concrete road. The major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCP, roads construction PCCP. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 2.034. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 47,835,760 pesos. Similar major categories of work are RRP, roads rehabilitation PCCP, and RCTP, roads construction tunnel PCCP. For contract ID number 26FN0003, the scope of works are widening a bridge. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is BCCCP, bridge construction concrete superstructure with cast in place piles. Unit of measure is linear meter. Dimension is 24.5. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 24,500,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work is BRT CCP, bridge retrofitting concrete, superstructures with cast-in-place piles. For contract ID number 26FN0004, the scope of works are construction of concrete road. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCP, road construction PCCP. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 1.225. Cost estimate for this major category of work is 48,323,880 pesos. Similar major categories of work are RRP, Roads Rehabilitation PCCP, and RCTP, Roads Construction Tunnel PCCP. For contract ID number 26FN0005, the scope of works are construction of concrete road. The major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCP, Roads Construction PCCP. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 1.921. Cost estimate for each major category of work is 48,323,880 pesos. Similar major categories of work are RRP, Roads Rehabilitation PCCP, and RCTP, Roads Construction Tunnel PCCP. That's all po.
Thank you. Now let's call the end user representative to cover the bid data sheet of the contract.
For the bid data sheet of 26FN001 to 26FN005, only accredited project engineers may be assigned to DPWH project engineers, subject to the following limits assignment. For the classification under PE2, the limits of assignment are 10 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing more than 150 million. For PE1, for project engineer 1, 11 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing more than 100 million to 150 million. For provisional project engineers, 10 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing less than 100 million. That would be all. For the minimum work experience requirement for the key personnel are the following. The required is 50% of ABC of each contract. For the key personnel, the project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, safety health officer, and construction foreman, number of personnel are all one. For general experience, for project manager, project engineer, safety health officer, and construction foreman, all 5 years, and for materials engineer, 3 years. For relevant experience, project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, safety health officer, and construction foreman, all 3 years. Additional requirements for contractors' key personnel. The affidavit of commitment to work must include each personnel's tax identification number or TIN. Next is the list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract must include their qualification data or curriculum vitae. An affidavit stating that the pledged project engineer and materials engineer's number of projects handled simultaneously does not exceed 10 contracts. Next is submission of professional tax receipt for applicable personnel. Next, first, DOLE Certificate of Registration in compliance to Rule 1020 of the Labor Code of the Philippines. Lastly, the implementation of ISO 9001 Series of 2015 certification requirement for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors under DEO 110 Series of 2024. For the maximum major equipment required for contract Contract ID 26FN0001 to 26FN0005, respective bidders may view it on the bid data sheet clause 12.1 under HIII of each bidding documents posted in the DPWH and PhilJobs website. List of contractors' equipment pledged for the contract under DPWH INFR 15 must be filled out completely and properly. Submitted proof of ownership must specifically and may specify and indicate the model, year, capacity, performance, size, plate number, motor number, body number, chassis serial number, engine serial number, specific location and condition for Department Order 58 Series of 2012. The contractor is required to provide proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment owned, lease agreement for equipment to be leased, and or under purchase agreement. Must also submit certificate of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project. Accredited safety officer required upon issuance of notice of award subject to DO 129 series of 2014, submission of construction safety and health program approved by the Department of Labor and Employment or DOLE, first aider with certificate of training issued by Red Cross in compliance to DOLE requirements for the approval of construction safety and health program or required upon issuance of notice of award. Subject to DO 129 series of 2014 or the submission of construction and safety health program approved by the Department of Labor and Employment or DOLE. The said approved CSHP duly received by DOLE shall be basis for the processing and approval of contract. However, no claims by the contractor, advance payment, or first billing shall be processed and paid without the submission of the approved CHSP duly concurred by the DOLE subject to DO 129 series of 2014.
Thank you. For the discussion of bidding documents, we now turn over discussion to the WG members to discuss the documents to be submitted by the bidders and criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post classification and award.
Good morning. For technical checklist, legal documents, letter A, valid PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages. Bidder should make sure that Annex A of PhilJobs certificate must reflect updated dates, and letter B, registration certificate from the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, for sole proprietorship or Cooperative Development Authority, CDA, for cooperatives or its equivalent document. Letter C, mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. And letter D, tax clearance for Executive Order number 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. For technical documents, letter E, notarized statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. If any, please take note that the list of projects you are submitting shall match in data reflected on your contractor registration certificate, contractor information in civil works application, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be. And letter F, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules, and must be supported by the constructor performance evaluation system, CTES, with rating at least satisfactory for DPWH government contracts or an owner's Certificate of Final Acceptance or equivalent for private sector contracts. And letter G, Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, PCAB license or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type of and cost of the contract to be bid. And letter H, original copy of bid security. If in the form of surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. And letter I, project's requirements which shall include the following. Number 1, original chart for the contract, organizational chart for the contract. Number 2, list of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. And number 3, list of contractors, major construction equipment units to be assigned in the contract supported by certifications of availability. And number 4, list of contractors, minimum materials testing equipment units to be assigned to the contract supported by certifications of availability. Letter J, original duly signed omnibus warrant statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. And letter K, affidavit of site inspection which states that a signatory is proprietor duly authorized representative of bidder. Letter B, conducted site inspection. Letter C, bidder was accompanied by representatives from DPWH and LGU barangays. Letter D, project site was appropriate and compliant to the published plans and program of work. And letter E, can immediately commence work when awarded. Letter F, attach a printed geotag photography of bidder with representatives from DPWH and LGU and inspection. Letter G, statement is part of technical proposal for the project. Official request must be submitted 7 days before the scheduled bidding. Letter L, latest General Information Sheet, GIS, duly reviewed by Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. And letter M, sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership.
Good morning. For the financial documents, number 1, prospective bidders audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And number 2, the prospective bidders' computation of NFCC. For the Class B documents, number 1, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Number 2, contractors construction safety and health program. Number 3, if applicable, straight line diagram per DEO 246 series of 2024. Number 4, accredited contractors, consultants, project engineers as per DEO 148 series of 2024. Number 5, sworn of disclosure of relation and beneficial ownership as per Section 81.1 and Section 82 of RA 12009. And for the financial envelope, number 1, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Number 2, original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Number 3, duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. And number 4, cash flow by quarter. All pages must be paginated consecutively at the right-hand top margin, with each page signed by the bidder below page number and the total number of which is indicated in the covering page and signed by the duly authorized representative. All sets of documents, both the financial and technical envelopes, must be properly book-bounded pursuant to DPWH Department Order Number 90, Series of 2002. Use checklist for the technical and financial envelopes here to attach in the Section 9 bidding forms and shall be included as the first page of the book bounding of each envelopes with ear tabbing labeled for each checklist.
Criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. For the eligibility check, the BAC will determine the eligibility of the bidders based on field jobs registration on their legal aid documents, which should be maintained current and updated, including that of the civil works application, which focuses on the NFCC work experience or single largest completed contract, similar to the contract project for bidding at hand. BAC will ascertain based on the checklist of the required documents to be submitted using pass or fail criterion during the preliminary and detailed bid evaluation. Number 2, in addition, after the opening of bids, as per IRR of RA 12009 under Section 61, the BAC will conduct a detailed bid evaluation of all the bids using a non-discretionary criteria wherein it requires the completeness of the bid. And number 3, for the post-qualification, the bidders were advised to read Department Order Number 127 Series of 2018 and other issuances relative to this matter, since the BAC will be very keen and strict on the conduct of post-qualification process, considering that the concerned officials or employees, including the concerned BAC members, will be liable to the administrative penalties if this directive will not be followed. Number 4, then 10 calendar days upon receipt of the notice of award, the contractor must comply the documents needed and the notice of award for the issuance of contract agreement.
For additional reminders, three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services shall be imposed pursuant to DO number 35, series of 2008, as amended by DO number 28, series of 2024. Bidders are reminded on different offenses and penalties provided for in the revised IRR of Art A 9184 and on the provisions governing the impositions of administrative sanctions for contractors who tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, except for valid reasons, pursuant to DO number 28, series of 2024. Classification of offenses that triggers the three-strike policy and exceptions. Number 1, withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of a non-participation letter, or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid documents. Number 2, submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the BAC. Number 3, submission of patently insufficient bid. For enforcement and penalties, if a bidder commits any of the three major offense or acts listed above 3 times within a year starting from the approval date of the resolution recommending the imposition of strike 1, first warning, which is counted as day 1 through day 365, and if these three offenses are of similar or identical nature, it will trigger the enforcement of the stipulated administrative penalty, suspension from participating in all DPWH procurement activities, and entering into contract with any DPWH procuring entity. Subsequently, as per the procedure outlined in Annex A, this may result in the blacklisting of the suspended bidder, thereby disqualifying the bidder from participating in any government procurement activities for a period of 1 year. In conjunction with blacklisting, the bidder will also face bid security forfeiture and must comply with the enforcement of the bid securing declarations conditions. Accreditation of asphalt and Portland cement concrete batching plants and the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works shall be imposed pursuant to DO number 253 series of 2003.
Bidders are reminded that only concrete and asphalt mixes produced by duly accredited plants shall be used in all DPWH projects. Will be all.
Thank you, TWGs and Bank Secretariat, for the discussion of the presentation of technical requirements and bidding documents. We come now to may I ask for to flash again the procurement timeline, the deadlines and submission of the bid documents, and the bid opening schedule for the bidders to note again, and especially the back members and TWG to be present also during those dates. The important schedules are already flashed in our screen. The date of issuance of bidding documents is from February 27 to 27-26 to March 23 until 9 a.m. only. The deadline of receipt or submission of bids is on March 23, 2026 until 10 a.m. only. The opening of bids will be opened at 10 a.m. on March 23, 2026. We come now to the open forum or clarifications. Is there any questions, clarifications, comments from our back members, CWG, back secretariat, and other participants of this pre-bid conference? From the back members, CWG, may questions po kayo?
Clarification for the contract ID number 26FN003. The special condition of contract should be in case of permanent structures such as buildings of types 4 and 5 as classified under the National Building Code of the Philippines, and other structures made of steel, iron, or concrete which comply with the relevant structural codes. Example, DPWH standard specifications such as but not limited to steel, concrete bridges, flyovers, aircrafts, movement areas, port dams, tunnels, filtration and treatment plants, civil system, power plants, transmission and communication towers, railway system, and other similar permanent structures is 15 years.
Thank you for the clarification. Okay, no questions and comments?
This must be included in the supplemental bulletin 7 days before the opening of bids.
Okay, thank you. The back informs bidders that the official classifications will be issued through bid bulletins or supplemental bid bulletins. It will be posted 7 days before or within 7 days before the bid opening. I would like to remind all the bidders to proper sealing and markings of the bids. Submit before the deadline. We will be not accepting late bids. If there are no further questions, no questions. Since there are no questions, this pre-bid conference is adjourned. Thank you all and have a good day.